say no John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Ababio, John Kwame Nkrumah, John the Joy Giver. Me say the security edinati mo manye tight because enema miensa am ibe bosi. Ababa no so ben ebie ni wa abrofi pe. Ebie ni wa sa wo ya abrofo no mo ne onya asem. John Dramani Mahama, baby aduru no ese protect no with our life. Papa no anhwe na abrofo na ye bibi. De to Kwame Nkrumah na anhwe bituma to John Dramani Mahama. Adamani abresa. Papa eba ya within 1 year. Ghana announced say you be free IMF by June. Yes, and now sorry, John Dramani Mahama. Asa announced bio abroko pie was bia say Ghana be free IMF by April this year. Yeah, let me say after 2 months and it's a few weeks. Na Ghana free IMF do.
Through decisive reforms, fiscal discipline, and bold policy choices, Ghana has stabilized its economy and restored confidence. Inflation has declined markedly, international reserves have improved, and our credit ratings have been upgraded, signaling renewed global confidence in Ghana's economic management. The Ghana CD, our currency, has stabilized, and investor sentiments have rebounded, as reflected in rising foreign direct investment inflows. We're on track to successfully conclude our IMF program by April 2026, demonstrating our firm commitment to fiscal sustainability, structural reform, and long-term economic transformation. These gains provide a solid foundation for Ghana's development agenda, which is anchored on 5 strategic pillars. 1. Industrialization and value addition. 2. Export-led growth. 3. Modern infrastructure development. 4. Strong support for MSMEs, women and youth entrepreneurs. And 5. A predictable, transparent, and investor-friendly business environment.
I'm a boy, obeying that. So, omumpe Africans, you won't pay us that. Yet, ye baby, and car be chemu. And I'm a vacatory say go board about $240 million. After say MPP for Tanigu and this so now Ghana for sure is a question say, Mumet him go board nay Bank of Ghana. Monama boss akaya na say anyamwa afe almost the Yanokre. Bank of Ghana trade him, Sami Jafini the gold board, ever trade him. After that, one I never sat back or so. The Bank of Ghana can you create. Yet, Yana IMF country say, hey, the way Johnson and Siama on the finance minister out to force him. Or more manipulate your figures in the forest and Asamaba. Yes, na yet way yen yet economy currency not stabilize it, and this all manipulating on the Ayasika and the Beshima ever moment. IMF can say the any long-term future, you hear, and the IMF Conano, as a boy about including friends, the World Bank of Work says they say currency adding pass stronger. Our Africa Ghana cities. Again, a citizen appreciate over the dollar for about 40.2%. Appreciate over the pounds, over the euros. IMF na kasi you can say no any future na whenever. And then John Dramani Mahama announced so be free IMF. And growth so far again yes wine. And check but no much I say manipulate. But no much I say cause chaos. Our country omudi be in Nigeria under Goodluck Jonathan. And your moye you say as a Nigeria economy no rise too much. One I and check near ko be a friend Boko Haram. Yenya Boko Haram be Nigerian sin in the damu bio. John Dramani Mahama sema okay. Me Ghana need the me that. Because I'm afraid minti bidda. Say obi so obeboa wo. Or the busu anima we afi ba kona come the omo. O man timi go school was say sa na me pen o yes sa ana obetuma spend this kind wisely. It is hard ya sa obedi atuma me this kind mema. I'm a father roma nurses since 2021 yentimi mfa be. I'm a father roma allied science health for since 2019 yentimi mfa be. A teacher for best 3 badges e da so tifie ye fa be 3 months bia no na ya betu ye light bill mu ne water bill mu because IMF say ye koso ye saa ye betimi da twa omo kama omo and the catch them who IMF help IMF no bo be na abo ayen apart from politician a very say kind of Oriata finance minister any na na adomo ana omu na nim de mu di sika ne ye apart from no minim de IMF no ba ya eye ma Ghana na so de bia se omu decide ma ye ni nka be ya nka African country bi no ni go so kwa IMF just this year alone Africa loan go ye twa ma IMF over 70 billion US dollars. Okay, Africa for na boma ye di IMF for ka about 800 billion. E di de bia no mo she mrema ye. One musu the only IMF ni World Bank yi. E one mu na musu gagu ha ye di bo ebusia no. E one mu a. Eti John Dramani Mahama announcement we. Eya me do, eya wo do, but eya IMF for na de de. But since John Dramani Mahama betina kunya so, IMF and criticize ye currency. And now how I running nema a brutal. Now Ubeja is said Nana dan kwako fado. Nana showboy Nana guy. On it the economic risk kit, Dr. Mahum ya. Omo penso omo IMF no. Not the entire country say including MPs baku 90 ah. Omo so go say finances that we are doing the mobile na mu flow na kwa no. Onti adwuma oni modwuma wabon. Nana de say la me nua no. Mfa me san Canada. Mo ende mo de se mo shepo. Ghana ni bia mi say na ye bre. But IMF forget to say obi bia koyi. Omo ma ye IMF condition ya ye ntimi fa workers. Ye 3 months bia na ye two electricity bill mu. Na ye ntimi entu everyone say adwumafo akatwa mu because ye IMF no. No omo so mu praise MPP say everything is going on well. Afi mama ye currency ye stable no. IMF for say like you manipulate your system, your currency too much. Yes, effect. In fact, then since when I'm gonna make a requirement for some mine. Yantiana, Japan, and China, or more currency, I will form all because they know some way export country. Don't remind Mama say, already an export economy. What you must stabilize currency in there. I would be a buy me from which I say, oh, David, and the question we understand. IMF ya suma mo say mo na mo machi area mo be jai but say no John Dramani Mahama His Excellency John Ababio John Kwame Nkrumah John the Joy Giver me say ne security edinachi mo manye tight because enema miensa am be boss yi ababa no so be ebie ni wa abrof yi pe ebie ni wa sa wo ya abrof no mo ne onya asem IMF deal ye be free. Na nya no nkwa o. John Dramani Mahama say announce bio say after say gold board finance minister to force e go do work say look. Baby adu no gold friends say Gold Coast refinery. Omo betimi refine ye gold best 2 metric tons every week. And the one say ye export raw gold bio. Ya cancel a Twitter. I'm say hey, that's a bold decision. And when I Ghana for you complaining, yai. And Tama oil refinery, to. As they say, no, what started operating, as they say, on none crude oil no Ghana. Now, enter ground, on some query, Abrafun and Chango, over 12 Nigeria, yai. And John Dramani Mahama said, the raw exportation of manganese, young council, a funeral conversation, this you. Yes, I called that sorry, John Mahama. After the atrocity say no, the raw exportation of bauxite and also yabande. I'm saying, wow.
All the other minerals too were insisting that they be refined and value added before they are exported. So manganese, we're giving a target. We're going to stop raw manganese exports from Ghana. They must set up the plants to process the ore and produce the finished product. Bauxite is the same. For bauxite, there's already a ban on export of raw bauxite. But we're pushing it so that we can put up the refinery, produce the alumina, give the alumina to VALCO to smelt, and then export the finished aluminium product.
Hey, John Mahama. the IMF people will not be happy with you. But Ghanaians, yeah, Ghana for no. You feel. Now, you feel saying, yeah, exporting raw gold bio, raw bauxite bio, raw manganese bio. Hey, Ghana economy gangantwa. Yeah, economy ni ba be gangantwa, a be giant. Ya kan say omo omo sa adwuma die ne so no. Omo nkobọ kro no. So ma omo kro no ma wi esika ani esika pa dia. Trust you me. Ghana economy eno ano no. Ya recover forever and ever. Enka ebenu baby mi hu die ntia Ghana ni betu kwan. Afi Ghana akwa bu kire biu. Me say about raw exportation of gold, manganese and bauxite. Fancy say the obi oton aburo a oyekua ni. Aburo bag na 400 Ghana. But dokunura anase bankura eba goto 400 Ghana. No what the nyama kakra count. E da na dua ni wi ahwe ne bo ba ko 7 Ghana 10 Ghana. And imagine so the aburo bag ba ko etimi eye aduane 1 week. Na 1 week no e dey bia no otimi bo be say 500 pieces of banku and dokuna. Hwesika onya bebrebe. And you say dokuna bankura no onu asifie na kuani no eda so ti atakwa medam. Difference e wom nie. Eti say yemfa we ni na nko bio a sika bebu Ghana. Because enyema na ye say ye refine no. Ya kwoto ani bo bedi ene gold board jewelries. As a jewelry shop no. A station of Ghana yi. Eti ubetima to gold ni bi dey free omo ene ye say refine gold no ha. Ye say be bauxite to manganese eno so yemfa nko robio. Ka say vice president now na opoku agiman. Mami ebe ka kire ye say ontia say be so koko. Na di koko ira kocha abrofi. Na de bia dey proud say ye say the second largest producer of cocoa. Ya choose anyum na besin there. What have cocoa done for us? Because it raw. Kuya niba enim chocolates. Do nim ye cocoa. Cocoa seed in kwana eni neba nim. Aso ne papa na do cocoa no. Kuya niba nim da odi onu milo. But ne papa do cocoa no. Ah yes ane money na. How on earth ane bedu vaze na eba yi. Ubo si yaso ya ho ama chikoto chocolate. Do do say ne ye ne Ghana. And the benefit of exporting sounds not raw, but as a finished product, no, a beautiful and fantastic. And no, John Dramani Mahama promising a kai. Say I'm a for you on the Bobusi. And John Dramani Mahama announced say ye free by April. No, Nyama here because a Nyama we are say the boy dear a won't value the like of diamond, gold, bauxite, magnesium, lithium. Enwa almost na pesa anyema no eno so na yesi yensan fan bro mo ro mo munya na fala no enti sezi ano mesremo mon kan kire his excellency John the joy giver John Dramani Mahama say the secret to ope ye be increase the amano ope ye be increase the secret amano yetia na nanu ya US for e de je be fa soja for yetia ana helicopter crash ye till now yentimi hu de si yempo ese ebo papa no ho ban na de abrofo no ti wo mu wiase kra ne say an African country afan na ready na wa sha say manage onu ani affairs sa kwa me ngru abrofo no a black man is capable of managing his own affairs na ene ma ku ebe kan no de ni ku ni ba ye no sa abrofo na ho kai no ube manage wa affair one case we jawo pama how France is still fighting to reclaim Burkina Faso and other francophone countries Mali Nigeria and they also mad your meanwhile they are telling us colonialism na INDU slave trade na INDU but look at how France for Omi so eager to get Burkina Faso back and I have Russia 4% omubo Burkina Faso for chrono Russia for ne am in terms of ba on be so da ben wo da so tia e ma manfo nya gold free Burkina Faso no ma so dey abre France and you France no gold reserves unto gold ho ene seze no mo ne Ghana for ne nam na omu me by force train ni na because on so dey cause Burkina Faso you can't explain anything to me eno a on person hu dey go so Burkina Faso and now America for just say me training o ma just say near relationship and we know Captain General Langley asem okop a friend say US senators and go catch them say they need to reclaim Burkina Faso from the people of Russia. Meanwhile, Captain Ibrahim Traore, any Burkina Faso who are happy and they are managing affairs by US for ya. Minim Sam and Grofo and Angasankasano. So, we be na o de won ho a won. As a why you moku de go money. As a why you moku de go money. Nti ya free IMF. Yeah, say yes, stop the exportation of a friend say raw gold, raw bauxite, raw manganese. Hey, we are daring them too much. So we hit you on baku say na. Anya no kwa o, Mr. John Dramani Mahama. Or the goodness in Mekuyan. John Dramani Mahama, John Ababio, John Kwame Nkrumah, my president, your president, our president, Babano, or the good news, or the boy who left, right, center, sir. John Dramani Mahama said that was to be say Ghana Foreign Reserve. Abra NDC every so at the time in 2016 not Ghana. Yeah, a friend say reserve a foreign reserve near about 6.3 billion US dollars. MPP buy a rise here could do 8.9 billion US dollars in that span of 8 years. John Dramani Mahama in 1 year at my increase at 14 billion US dollars now see or in the next 3 years, or target, and they say I better at least 20 billion US dollars. And the more our backup at the honorable, the more we say even in crisis you can survive because who fall back, that's where come on.
One of the things we need to do is to build our foreign reserves, which is what we're doing in Ghana. In 1 year, we've moved our reserves from $8.9 billion to $13.4 billion in 1 year. We want, over the next 3 years, to increase our reserve position to beyond $20 billion so that if anything happened, we would have enough buffers in terms of our reserves to be able to tide over whatever shock it is. And so I think that one of the things to do is to build the foreign reserves. And so in Ghana, we are changing the narrative. We are asking to ban export of raw bauxite and raw manganese. And we've asked the mining companies to set up the refining plants to refine the ore into at least primary processed products before they are exported.
Now, I better more IMF. I better encourage you say IMF. Now they say you better you free IMF. You say sembia. Now they say you better mama for employment. You better to teach a phone in nurse for catchum. Abra you look on our shoulder say, hey, I'm a 4 bar now so mama. You better take decisions. Now you reduce electricity price. A friend said water bill price. You better fix your country so easy me not sure sabro fi be me kwan am ya kono so easy say money inflation you do 3.8%. Say Ghana every 3 seconds be na celebrity how a full boss what they are feeling uncomfortable. In fact they are shaking gidi say there I want you go so me not so certain say hearing all these kind of messages the IMF are happy. Maybe you cannot convince me, say, you go to IMF for them to help you manage your economy better. They will never tell the politicians who are overspending to stop overspending. No. And also, they say, yes, can you now? They didn't tell a friend saying, another language go say, Katidana Muslim, say, Binyan ni Munyai. Omanka. Omanka, John say, contracts are more than contractors. Muye due diligence. Now, mo audit contract ye. The man go train go sika debi. But what they told and other than Kwakufado, any finance minister, friends, Kero Forata, and they said, Mamu for new teachers, Mamu for new nurses, Mamu Munyai. And the Apomo dinner day, and we here, or more Mako school 3-4 years a year, so many a hunya, and one now stop you. electricity bill and water bill na at that time na finance minister kelefurata won no ka omode no nye kaketwa menu boso meso na yango top power pe prepaid a eno anu da sumu se anya prepaid na des postpaid a 3 months na ye betwa line but asikafo no mu exempt paying electricity bill and water bill here for the moment na IMF if you say nyansa wom omfa emra na 3 months be yentu and is oh nyama we cause ya can you tell me that IMF ope yasami pa akrofo no moment na ewie sika no sika loan no ebecha di no on stop your activities na mo di sika no na mo te manfo mom na oba ebecha yaso se de be ebebre and I wonder how till date yempenefo nyen huwe. But yes, this is the step in the right direction. Yeah? So, exportation of raw gold, raw bauxite, raw manganese. Now, this is extra revenue. Eba beka ho because you refining they do the last stage and senior cotton ya tono. Sika eba be ura Ghana system no. Kai say gold board, any cocoa board. Esika kakre push the go the big push. And then yes, the entire Ghana. Ninano air construction site because quite be I that reason no I that reason na and in the same reason say yetimia bre na ye jaisa exportation of raw gold raw bauxite raw manganese hallelujah sikabu dwetabu sa 20 billion John Dramani Mahama esi opese by 3 years na ye foreign reserve no adu na atra no ye benya broso kai. Same inflation, the NDC, the finance minister, the Bank of Ghana governor, Omunatana Sikabo. Almost say, and come up inflation from 23% and Emra do 11%. And no matter 3.8. Target Omonemo Mugrasin Kabema air feel better. Oma overdo, they have overachieved. Now imagine how your person started exports. Companies, as I said, tripping 24-hour economy bill have been passed. You started 24-hour economy in industries, in institutions, and everywhere. Ni nano ye ba beton e de amount for apart from see dibi wano. E discuss about the ansana ya goodie natural resources no say sawo hanam no. And so you say any baby akọ. Ye be refining na so Ghana is about to be sweet what kasa di heat what John Dramani Mahama say about say Ghana the IMF deal ye cancel ye free by April. Just some 2 friends 2 months be March ye February March April. Now they say you know mo good baba ye Japan. Oh yeah sure say I'm a free bet say or me Ghana also is going to stop exporting raw gold, raw bauxite, raw manganese. At the same time, ye foreign reserve of over 20 billion US dollars. John Mahama promise. How the amount we ni. And we are there. Now IMF we ya man John Mahama more security are they going to be okay? Are they going to allow them to keep on doing this? Yes, sure, sir. For comments to comment section, can they also feel it? Can they ordinate? Now, you know, you want some kind of answer me. Oh, yeah, subscribe, like it. Na share mo nya so enyabi edi no back up Maxi Billian I would make a truth or Oldboga trends macro. Bye bye.